Office romance is always tricky territory, yet you probably find yourself in that position, and that's why this video today is necessary. The fastest way to damage your reputation, lose your leverage, and quietly kill attraction with a woman is to pursue her the wrong way at work. Because in an office environment, attraction does not work the way that you think it does. The same move that might work outside will backfire hard inside. So before you even think about dating a coworker, you need to understand the hidden rules that nobody else talks about. Jessica OS here. Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how office romance actually works. Not surface level advice, but the real dynamics that determine whether she becomes more attracted to you or quietly loses respect for you. Today, we're going to cover the biggest mistakes men make, how attraction is judged differently in the workplace, and the one mindset shift that determines whether this elevates you or completely ruins your position. The workplace is a reputation game first, attraction game second. So when you walk into a workplace, you're not just being evaluated on your job performance. You're being evaluated socially, quietly, and constantly. People are forming opinions about your discipline, your emotional control, your professionalism, and your value, even when you're not speaking. It's easy to think attraction is built through direct interactions with your colleague, right? But it's not. At work, attraction is built through how you are perceived by everyone. Because she's not just asking herself, do I like him? She's asking, how does he carry himself here? Do other people respect him? Does he look like a man who's in control? That distinction matters more than anything you say to her. This is what you need to understand. In a workplace, attraction is indirect. It's filtered through status, perception, and consistency. If a woman sees you behaving in a way that feels emotionally driven, reactive, or overly focused on her, it tells her basically that your attention is easy to earn. And anything that's easy to earn doesn't carry much weight. But if she sees you as a man who's disciplined, selective with his time, and not easily pulled off his purpose, now your attention becomes valuable. And of course, when this happens, your presence becomes noticeable. That's when attraction starts building without you having to force it. Here's a deeper layer. Women in a workplace are far more cautious about who they engage with because they're thinking long-term consequences. They're thinking about professionalism, reputation, potential complications, right? So if your behavior introduces some kind of risk, even in a little way, she'll distance herself quietly and she'll become more forward, more reserved, and less available to you. And you'll be confused because, well, basically nothing bad happened, right? But from the way she sees it, something did. Your behavior shifted her perception of you from safe and intriguing to predictable and potentially problematic. That's how fast this happens. So when I say the workplace is a reputation game first, I mean this very literally. Before she ever considers you as a romantic option, she's already placed you in a category socially. And once you're in the wrong category, it's very difficult to get out. This is why the smartest move you can make in an office environment is not to focus on attraction directly. It is to focus on how you are seen consistently over time. Timing is everything. Most men fail because they're impatient. I truly believe that. They feel a spark, they see a little bit of interest, and they rush to turn a moment into something real. But at work, attraction doesn't reward speed. It rewards timing and accumulation. Let's get very clear on what that means. Attraction at work is built in layers. It's not one conversation or joke or good interaction. It's a series of consistent low-pressure experiences that gradually shift how she begins to see you. The first layer is familiarity. She recognizes you, is comfortable around you, there's no friction. The second layer is positive association. Conversations are easy, maybe even enjoyable. The third layer is curiosity. Now she starts to notice you more. She starts paying attention when you walk in, when you speak, how others interact with you. The fourth layer is subtle investment. She starts initiating small things, right? Conversations, eye contact, lingering moments. Most men try to skip from layer one straight to escalation. And this is where the problem is. Let's walk through a situation you've probably seen or experienced. You meet a coworker. You have a few good interactions. She laughs, she's friendly, maybe even a little warm. And now you're thinking, there's something there for sure. So you act on it. You ask her out or increase your flirting, or you make your intentions clear. What you missed is this. She was still in early layers. What do I mean? Yeah, she was comfortable. She enjoyed the interaction, but she hadn't built enough curiosity or investment yet. So when you escalate, it doesn't feel natural to her. It feels premature. And what does she do when that happens? She'll slow it down, pull back slightly, reset the tone to something more professional. You see, timing is not about waiting a certain number of days or interactions necessarily, but it is about reading her level of investment. Not yours, hers, okay? Are you always starting conversations, or is she starting some too? Are you carrying the energy, or is she contributing to it as well? Is she engaging out of politeness or out of genuine interest? These are signals that tell you where you are in the process. Because if she's not investing, you don't have timing. What you have is hope. Proper timing feels like alignment, not force. It feels like both people are gradually leaning in and not one person trying to pull the other forward. Conversations start to expand or extend naturally. Eye contact lingers a little longer. There's a shift in tone that's subtle but noticeable. And most importantly, there's no pressure attached to it. Now here's a discipline piece, because this is where most men lose control. Can you sit in a good dynamic without trying to speed it up? Can you enjoy the interaction without needing to define it immediately? Can you let her come to her own realization instead of forcing one? Most men can't do this. They want certainty, they want to know where they stand, they want to lock it in. But in doing so, you trade long-term attraction for short-term clarity. And at work, that trade is almost always a loss. So understand this clearly. Timing is not about being passive. It needs you to be precise. It's about recognizing when attraction has actually developed, not when you hope it has. It's about letting her meet you halfway before you take the next step. The risk is real, so your standards have to be higher. When you date outside of work, the risk is